guys, welcome to Coffe and Conversations. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, like I said, this is just my weekly video vlog that I do, video diary actually, that I do every week just to kind of, I don't know, just express how I felt during the week, just release some things for me, to talk about some of my wins, to talk about some of my fails, and just to really have a good conversation. Like I said, if these videos get views, great, and which they have been, but if they don't, I just really do this for me. I want to be able to just share and just kind of talk with you guys and let you guys know what's going on and just see how it goes. So, hi everybody. I hope you had a great week. Hope it was productive. You know, if it wasn't, listen, this week can always be better. Don't worry. Things get better. Okay? Just remember that. Let's encourage each other. Things get better no matter how a week was. Got my coffee, as you can see. I'm going to take a sip. Because I love the way it's the warmness of coffee. I love when it's warm. I mean, I'm not a cold coffee drinker really that much, but I love hot coffee. I just do. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this week. So, as you guys know, I've been talking about Clubhouse because I'm obsessed with it, and I am. And, and I'm not afraid to say that, but I have been on Clubhouse. I have been making such great connections on there and seeing such an amazing growth. I'm looking at my window, guys. Sorry about that. That was like me just like, what's going on? There's like something splattered on my window. One of the kids must have did something when it was outside on the deck yesterday, but sorry about that little distraction. Anyways, I've had such great, had a great week. So as I told you guys before, I don't know if I told you, but since listening in on conversations, I've had great strategy calls with people who just seem to affirm things for me this week, to let me know that, hey, you are moving in the right direction. You are doing the right things, and just continue to move forward and do it. Don't wait. Things don't have to be perfect. So to let you guys know, I'm launching a new type of business. I'm doing digital products, and the name of my digital product is called DIY Social Media. And the first course that I'm releasing is called the Instagram edition. And in that course, I'm going to be teaching you guys how I grew on social media. I grew really fast on Instagram. I grew really fast on Pinterest. I grew really fast here on YouTube. And so I want to be able to offer people some tips and strategies on how to do it and how to do it yourself, because that's how I did it. I couldn't afford to hire content creators, a social media manager, or a brand strategist. I couldn't afford to hire a photographer. I can't afford for someone to create my creatives and stuff like that for me that I post on all my channels. And the only person that I have that I hired off of Fiverr is a video editor, and that's it. But other than that, I do everything myself. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are like me, who have their business, their brand, their product or service, who can't afford to pay for the help that way. But you can actually do it yourself. And in my type of courses, I show you how to do it yourself. I show you how to create your own content. I'm going to bring on people to show you how to actually create, shoot your own photos. There are so many people that take their own lifestyle photos that you think that it was a professional photographer. So when I tell people I take my photos myself, they're always so surprised. They really are. But I tell them, no, I really do these photos myself. I don't hire someone to take my photos. It's me and my little tripod out there, and I'm just doing it. And so that's what I show people how to do, and it's going to be such an amazing piece. And I'm so excited to offer this because at first I was struggling with it. So, okay, let me try to tell you guys the story. So being on Clubhouse, only 3 weeks, right? I've seen so much growth. My social media, my Instagram account has grown so much. I'm gaining new followers every day on Clubhouse. Which is awesome. But the value that I get out of being on Clubhouse is super amazing. So I joined this club called FED, Female Entrepreneurship Discussion. And it's all about female empowerment, just women coming together, learning different things from each other, learning strategy, tactics, and tools. They host different types of rooms every week. But on Fridays and Saturdays, they host rooms where I don't remember what the discussions are, because the room just kind of flows. You come in, you be present, and you get so much value out of being there. And so the second week I think I was on there, I went into the room, and they was having a conversation about imposter syndrome. And for those of you who don't know what that is, but that's really just how we struggle with ourselves as people in terms of like what our skills and our knowledge is, and if we're able, and if we're really experienced enough to show other people how to do something. We question our abilities and our knowledge that we gain over the years to see, if we're doing something right. It's just our own fears and doubts creeping up. So that's what imposter syndrome is. Can I do this? Should I be doing this? Everybody else is doing this. Should I do it? That's what that is. Do I have enough to offer? Will somebody actually buy it? That's what imposter syndrome is. You question yourself about everything when you know what? You have everything you need to do it. And so when I went into the room and they was having that discussion, it really resonated with me because I was like, oh my God, I suffer from this. I question myself when it comes to just what I know, and can I teach it to someone else in a digital course? Would anybody even buy it from me? So I question myself with that, but it was having such an amazing conversation about it. And all these other powerful women who have built successful businesses, multimillionaires, were struggling with the same thing. I mean, I love us as humans when we can go into a room and you can see yourself in other people, or people can see themselves in you. It's just an amazing human connection. And so when I was able to be in that conversation, get on stage, express myself, express my fears and how I felt, my confidence in my ability to teach other people what I know, or my confidence just in what I know over the past 25 plus years. And the way those women poured into me, the way they fed me, just so much value that I needed. The way they affirm that you're doing the right thing, the way that they say God has put you in this position for a reason. Move forward. Don't think about it. Just do it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't do any of that. Just do it. And that has truly sparked me. I have been like go status, like I brought the website. You see, like I said, I'm DIY. I brought the website with the sales funnels and the course creation piece of it too, all in one. And now I'm just adding my photos, I'm adding my colors, I'm adding my content in, because I can hire a web developer to do it. I have to do it myself right now. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm so fulfilled with doing it, and I'm so excited about launching this course and telling you guys about it and offering it to you, because I know it's going to add so much value to people. I know it's going to bring people so much comfort in knowing, hey, I can really do this myself. Can I really do this? And you can. You can really do it. And so I'm super excited about that. And that's what Clubhouse has been doing for me. I had a strategy call with one of the top coaching consultants in the world. And his name is Ed. I want to say Ed Shear. I don't want to get his last name wrong. I'm going to drop it down below. But I've been in rooms and conversations with him and John Lee. And they are two top people when it comes to how to grow your consulting business, how to grow your social media, how to launch your coaching business. And I was on a strategy call with one of his people, and they really affirmed me too, in terms of like, you have what it takes. If you want to take the next step, we're glad to have you come into our program and show you how to get to your end result. But I'm just super excited. And if I wasn't in that conversation, if I wasn't in that room listening, I wouldn't have an opportunity to DM him, to get set up a free call with him. I wouldn't have known. So that's why Clubhouse is just so valuable. And I really want people to understand that you can go in Clubhouse, you can join rooms, get conversation, you can add to the conversation, you can ask a question, or you could just listen and gain so much value just from listening. So it's really just up to you how you want to use it. That's any social media app. It's up to us how we use it. And also you definitely want to be careful, the kind of rooms you go into. Like if you're in a room and their conversation is going like left and it's kind of weird, just exit out. But for me this week, it was all about my digital product, getting that together. Getting content better on my social media pages, writing out a really good bio on Clubhouse, and, find a lot of good ways there. And, every week on, I think it's a Sunday, so it might be up today because I record these on Sundays, the founders of Clubhouse have their own discussions and their conversations around why they started, their why. And I noticed that to be a trend on Clubhouse. Anytime somebody goes up on stage and you want help, the first thing that a lot of people ask you, and I think it's so important to know this for yourself, is your why. Why do you want to use social media? Why do you want to do this course? What is the real reason behind what you want to use it for and what you want to do? It's the why. And it's so amazing to see what people's whys are. And it made me think about my why. And it made me think about my family, about the freedom that I want. And it made me think about my mother. When it came down to it, I do this for my mother. I do this for my mother who's suffering from dementia. I do this for her because every day I talk to her, I realize that she has to be reminded who I am, And all I keep saying to myself, the longer you stay at this corporate job, the longer you stay away from her. It's because you can't bring her here to live with you because you have to work and you don't have the time to put in. And so my why is my mom. I do it for my mom so I'm able to have freedom to spend more time with her, to have her come and stay with me and be able to help her because of all the sacrifices and the things that she's done for me in my life. It's now my turn to do it for her. And then I say I don't now, but I can do so much more. I don't want to be missing around from not being around her and have her forget who I am. I don't want her to have to be reminded of who I am. I want her to remember me. And she do, but at the same time, sometimes she's talking, and then sometimes when she came around me, she had to be reminded who I was. And so that tells me a lot. And I said, I have to move now. I have to take this step forward. Not just for my husband, not just for my kids, but for my mother. I have to take this step forward. I have to launch my exit strategy. I have to exit this job if I want an opportunity to be with her in her later years, that is, and be able for her to enjoy her life and be around me, be around my family, and just be able to have my mom for as long as I can. So that, I mean, whatever your why is, that's why you want to launch your own business, why you want to grow your business, why you want to leave your job, whatever your why is, then make sure you stick to that because that's the thing that drives you the most. So that's what I realized being in that room, the female entrepreneurship discussion, is because my mother is my why. My mother is my why. My mother, who is suffering from dementia, is my why. And so I want to be able to be around her more. I want to be able to have the freedom to have to travel to see her more in Florida, to have her come here and see me and not have the constraints of a job telling me whether you only get X amount of time for your vacation. So you have to take it wisely. So that's why I launched my exit strategy, and that's why I'm working so hard towards putting out these products and making sure that I compensate my income. I bring in the funds I need to bring in so that way I'm able to help my mother and I'm able to have my mother closer to me. So that's my why. So that's really kind of what my week has been like. So as you build your business, as you think about why you want to use social media to grow your business, understand what your why is behind it. Understand why you're doing your business anyway. Understand why you're leaving your job. Ask yourself that question. What's your why? What's your end goal here? What is your end game? What do you want to do? And so that's kind of like what I've been getting the whole overall message from social media and when people get on stage to ask questions is the why. And I'm super excited about that. And also, guys, I've been continuing with my coaching and it's going really well. My group coaching. If it's coaching, I think I'm going to lean more towards the digital courses and have people access them and do things for themselves versus me coaching. If I do coaching, I think I'm only going to open up maybe once or twice a year. I'm not going to do it like consistently. I'm going to do once or twice a year where I open up coaching and allow people to come in, only a limited amount of people, no more than maybe 20, 30 people I will allow to be in this coaching group. But that's what I think I'm going to do when it comes to coaching. Because the coaching really does take a lot more of your time and you really have to help people through it. And although I'm really enjoying it, but I think in order for me to truly see real value out of it and be able to really help a lot of more people, having digital courses just helps is so much better simply because you're able to access something and so many more people are able to get that access and get that information and get that help versus just a small group of people at one time. So, but like I said, I will offer coaching, but coaching will be done maybe twice a year. I haven't figured that piece out yet, but right now I'm just getting all my assets together for the digital course and get that ready to be launched within the next month. So I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. Thank you guys for sitting here and listening. That's really what I had to talk about today. Just all my excitement on everything that I'm doing. And I really hope you guys have a great week. I hope it's productive for you. I hope you gain some great value and knowledge this week. And don't worry if you slip in some things. If some things don't work out, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep going, keep working towards your goals, because reading Atomic Habits has showed me that it's not about the goal that you set to reach. It's about the steps or the systems that you put in place to reach that goal. And that's what you can use in everything you want to do in your life to reach another goal. So it's not about the goal, because he said once you reach the goal, goals are attached to emotions. So once you reach that goal, you're kind of like, okay, what next? But you always have those systems put in place that you took to get to that goal. And that's what you use to duplicate to get to your next goal and to help someone else get to that goal. So I'm super excited and I'm super pumped. So I hope you guys have a great week. I'm Shani Sanders. Thank you guys so much for watching. Trying to give you guys a different view here from my breakfast nook, and my kitchen and stuff is back there. But I really hope you guys really get some value out of this. And guys, thank you for listening. Like I said, I don't know, I get comments on these videos and people seem to like them. But at the same time, I'm just grateful that you guys are listening, because it's nice to have people listen to you as you rant on about things that bother you or things that you're learning and things that you want to do. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys next time. All right? Make sure, listen, before I leave, I have to say this. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you comment below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you like this. Make sure you hit the notification buttons, because I give out videos every week on how to build your Instagram, how to build your business using social media, just different types of tips and really great strategies and tools that you can use in a very simple way that you can kind of digest it and really implement it into what you want to do. So make sure you guys definitely hit the subscribe button, tune in, and I shall see you guys next time.